Mm-hmm.
I love Skater Lil Wayne, man. It's such a
True.
look for him.
It really
Yeah.
is.
Oh my god. So, I already started the thing, but that's fine.
Uh-oh.
Sorry, what
Um,
thing?
the thing, the
The
cast.
Twitch?
Yeah,
Oh,
just I mean, hell, why not? What's gonna
The
happen?
stuff we do.
Because I mean,
The
right
thing we
now
do.
we just had a fun conversation there, and I
it's
didn't get
very
all of it,
factual.
right?
Yeah,
Freaking
factual. Unpopular opinion.
yes.
Hmm.
The Foo Fighters have to give all of their success to Courtney Love.
Ooh, ooh, ooh. See, I know where you're coming from on this, but that's dark, Brendan.
I still
Damn.
fucking
No,
hate that bitch.
oh, of course, Courtney Love is such a
Oh
bitch,
Absolutely.
god.
and I believe in your conspiracy theory about that. Courtney Love most
Uh,
likely killed Kurt Cobain or caused him
I didn't
to,
even think about it until he brought that up, and I was like, "Oh, absolutely." As soon as he
right?
like started talking about it, I was like, "No,
well,
100%."
one of my favorite Imager posts I had ever seen was just this little girl crying and her dad took a picture and explained why she was crying. She's wearing her Foo Fighters or no, a Nirvana shirt,
Right.
and she was like, "I'm just so sad that Kurt died or passed, but I I also really love the Foo Fighters."
That's so messed
Damn,
up to
dude.
think
So
about.
fucking funny.
That's fucked
She's
up.
like, couldn't he have like lived for a couple more albums?
But yeah. So if you
Eh,
take it in that kind of light, there's always a positive in something, even though it's completely fucked up to think of it this way.
Hmm.
I
it's
love the
true.
Foo Fighters. We would have never seen the Foo Fighters if that didn't
Oh,
happen.
absolutely not.
I don't know.
Absolutely not.
Maybe
Because
Dave
I
Grohl
don't
would
think
have went
I
on to
don't
do
think
something.
I don't think he would have made a side project though.
I don't think so either. I think he was committed to Nirvana. I
I
mean,
think
for
he
sure.
that's how deep of a commitment I think he actually really made to Nirvana.
And
I,
Dave
I really
Grohl,
don't think we would have.
he's one of my favorite people of all time. But
Oh, he's an incredible person.
that first album was amazing. It was just him in the recording studio making that album, and then
Yep,
he threw the band together afterwards. And Foo Fighters are so great. Their
they
story's so
really
much.
are.
There's so much. It's so much fun and sad and tragic and great. One of the last great rock bands.
Hmm.
Because really,
Absolutely.
who else is there like right now? Do like rock's essentially dead. I feel, unfortunately. I mean, you got some indier
Like,
bands out there. It's becoming really soft
yeah.
rock now, and it's kind of
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, there's no medium anymore. It's usually the softer kind of shit or the harder kind of shit. There's not the Foo Fighters mix.
right.
You
Right.
know,
Right.
And not the Foo Fighters don't have softer songs, but it's more. But it was still more rock. Like
but
when you
but
got
they
soft
yeah.
rock, it was more like Sting, like with the what's that song that Juice World stole from? Something about
Oh,
the heart. No, what was it? I don't know. Shades of something. I don't know.
I
Super
can't
good.
remember what that is.
No
Yeah,
idea.
I know what you're talking about
And
though.
for the youngins out there, Juice World freaking stole from Sting, man, from the Police. It wasn't the Police. It was
Uh,
just Sting, right?
yeah, it's
But
just Sting.
Yeah, it was just Sting.
you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
that was
Sting
after
was the
them.
Police. Come on.
I mean, he was. That's why he was successful solo.
Hmm.
Right.
It's kind of like Sebastian Bach. I mean, granted, he didn't have the success Sting did going solo, but he was viewed as the band.
We Sebastian. Who's Sebastian
Skid
Bach?
Row.
We're not talking about
What?
the.
Skid Row.
The the famous composer from
See, that's where I'm
fucking
at.
like 1800.
No,
What the fuck?
That's where I'm at in my head. There's a guy
maybe
in
I'm
a metal
pronouncing his
band.
last name wrong, but
No, maybe you're right. Maybe you're completely right. Hold on. Sebastian Bach. Holy crap. Sebastian Philip. It's actually Björk, but he spells it Bach.
yeah, he goes by Bach. Yeah,
What?
What a douche. What an all time douche.
Well, maybe that's how it's pronounced.
No. It's spelled. Well, it could be. It could be pronounced that. But
You
he
know,
changed the
maybe he
spelling.
just changed it to
He's now.
just
It used to be spelled Bierk.
yeah, that's his original name. Yes.
Maybe it's just Burke, and he changed it because he's like, Burke sounds stupid. I want to get people confused, like not that they shouldn't be, between the composer and me. What a
Well,
dude.
I mean, he was a little full of himself, but he's made incredible songs. So.
I mean, I can tell. Let me throw the hair. Let me throw this guy onto the frickin' Twitch for a second. Just show you. This is Sebastian Bach. This is the real one. Johann Sebastian Bach. I guess, okay, it's Johann Bach. But I always think Sebastian Bach, so it's JSB. Wild. Just wild stuff. Let me get that off there real quick.
Yeah, the song "Breaking Down" is just incredible, though. Highly recommend it.
I'm not sure I've heard it. I know I've heard the band.
I feel like you would know it if you had listened to it, but
Probably.
you may not, think of it.
That's a problem with me in like general media. Is I'll watch something or listen to something and then I'll just completely forget it unless I see it or hear it again.
Oh,
It is so bad. Like, there's shows that I watch and people keep quoting things to me, and like the only one that I can really keep up on is SpongeBob, because I'll come back with another SpongeBob quote. But anytime somebody like some anime I watched like 10 years ago and people are like, "Oh, remember that time from this show?" I'm like, "No, not at all." Oh wait, yeah, it does sound a little familiar, but okay, let me go back and watch it on YouTube real quick. Like, it's like, "Do you even watch this shit?" I'm like, "Yeah, I do. I can't remember." Frick.
Oh man.
What y'all manning about, man? Jack is a little hungover. He can't put on his happy face today. Sorry, everybody.
I'm not hungover. I wish I was. That would be better than having this fucking spinal tap headache. My head feels like a motherfucking balloon.
What do you spinal tap headache? Is that the medical term? Is that something you're just calling it?
No, it's the medical term because
the headache you get from a spinal tap.
Yeah, that was a spinal tap.
The lumbar puncture.
Why'd you puncture your back?
So Tuesday I thought that I had West Nile again, so I went to the ER late as fuck at night, and then at 2 in the morning I got a lumbar puncture or spinal tap. For those who don't know, you just put lidocaine in near the spine in the back, kind of toward the lower back, and then once that area becomes numb, they inject a long fucking needle into your spine and drain out spinal fluid. And then send that off for samples. So they did that for West Nile, which came back negative. That was cool.
Isn't there easier ways to do that nowadays? Can't they just like have you spit in a jar like Belle Delphine or what?
Good Lord. So, but nope.
Nope. You gotta.
Nope. They gotta take liquid out of your brain to asshole bone.
And... Good old brain to asshole bone. That sounds barbaric. It sounds like they're kind of overshooting it. No, I can't imagine it was great.
I imagine that's where the headaches afterwards is where Spinal Tap got their name.
Oh, absolutely.
So when you said spinal, I've never heard of this before, and it's weird because my mom was a nurse, and it's like. Well, I'm usually pretty up to date on medical things, I guess, medical procedures, but
yeah, they do it for a lot of different things, and a lot of people really refuse to do it themselves or to have a child do it.
Yeah,
and rightfully so. I mean, it sounds fucking awful. It's only when it has to be done because you think you actually have the thing that you need, because there's multiple different things you can look and have it.
Like meningitis, that's a big one.
Yeah.
Well, and the thing about it was that like I didn't get this headache last time that I got a spinal tap, but this time I did, which sucks because I'm in the middle of that move from Watertown to Sioux Falls. So Elizabeth's currently in Sioux Falls, basically cleaning the apartment, getting everything unpacked that she took with her, and like doing all this stuff. And I'm just stuck here in Watertown being a little crybaby bitch with a headache and can't sit up without feeling lightheaded and falling over.
Yeah, you're having the best go at life right now, huh?
I fucking know, right?
Oh Lord,
oh, man.
Jeez. And I thought it was bad enough that you grew up an Iowa fan. There's so much worse that you've been going through.
Ooh.
Yeah, the highest.
But then you're a Patriots fan, so you know.
Exactly.
It equals out.
Exactly. Oh yeah.
You know, they say, I thought that the most effective way to figure out everything about your body was
through your ass.
That's what I'm. Okay, that's what I'm saying. You know exactly where I'm going with this.
Yeah. I knew where you're going.
This is why we're friends. It's like everything I say. You talking about the ass? Like, yeah. Eat that shit like groceries. Nah, but no. But they said you can figure out everything about a human by not diagnosing, but examining feces. Like, that's why the president can't shoot off his turds out of Air Force One, because they're going to get too much information from the president if somebody decides to examine his shit. That's a thing I saw on the History Channel.
Like, I don't doubt that to be true. I would even, like, if it isn't true, they thought it was true, it could still possibly be true, and they take no fucking chances.
That's fair. Maybe it was just like social services being wild. A little too
also,
crazy about it.
Also, talking about shit. Hey, Ghosty, you fucking shit over there? I fucking smell it.
Here we go. Cats are gonna get it tonight.
We're at that point of the podcast now.
Send it, fucking, flush in between shit.
What do you mean?
They don't understand courtesy, man. You flush as you go. Reduces smell.
You got him toilet trained?
What?
You got him toilet trained?
I fucking wish. No, if I have my bathroom door open, my fucking toothbrush is going to be somewhere I can't fucking find it.
They get up on there and take your toothbrush?
Well, yeah, my cats play with pencils, straws, they'll play with fucking anything, man.
That's awesome.
Don't fucking take much.
Usually cats don't give a flying fladoodle about things like that.
My cats will see a little piece of hair blowing from the AC unit, and they'll fucking go after that shit like batshit crazy. Unfucking believable.
Yeah, but your hair is like an arm's length, so I can see that.
No, it's their own hair. Is what it is.
Oh, okay.
They also have.
So you could literally comb them, make a little ball of their hair, and throw it at them. They'd love it, dude. What do you?
Oh no, for sure.
You get free cat toys for life.
Yeah. But they'll lose it. It'll go under the fridge. That or they'll eat it. They eat fucking hair that's just balled up on my blankets and shit.
And then you get throw up everywhere. And there they just heard them.
They don't. Not too often, actually. Like, I would say at max, it'd be like one hairball a month.
Ah.
And that's really mostly just ghosty. Georgie can't throw up hairballs super well yet, so she gets them like once every so often, very rare, but hers is mostly comes out puke.
Yeah, it's real cute.
But usually, if it's on my floor though, it's linoleum, super easy to fucking clean.
Yeah, your whole apartment's linoleum too, or it's wood or something, right?
Fake wood. It's all linoleum, made to look like wood.
Most of my apartment's carpet, so that's why I can't have pets. That makes sense.
Yeah, I mean, it's easy to clean out a carpet. In my old apartment, it was extremely easy. You just let it kind of dry up a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
And then you fucking spray a little shit on there, and it comes right off.
Oh, you put more shit on the puke?
Yeah. Like, actual...
Jack's headache isn't having these dumbass jokes. Hey everybody, welcome to the Midwestbest podcast, coming to you live from the sunny tundra that is Sioux Falls, South Dakota. Your one-stop shop for 2-bit takes on the questions and topics that pique the interest of the universe. Today with us we have Jack at J_HD20, Brendan at Babalu is back, Broderick isn't here today, he's out rehearsing for something. Maybe Jack can fill me in on that later. Maybe Jack can fill me more in on that. I'm really interested now. You can follow myself at OscarMel21 and follow the podcast on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook at Midwestbest. Yes. All likes and shares are appreciated, guys. Bring it in.
Project he'll come in.
He'll probably be in here later. Yeah.
He'll join.
Well, because he's got to do that gender reveal.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, no, he has to be in.
Yeah. He'll be here eventually. We can
we
drag
can't
this
go
out.
0 for 2 on our big show announcement.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. We got to break the news. We haven't broke that yet.
Yeah. Mason had scheduling conflicts, so unfortunately our first guest appearance is going to have to be postponed. He's thinking probably next week he'd be free. I don't know about myself, unfortunately, because I've got prior obligations with the aforementioned move.
Well, that makes
I have
sense.
to unpack for most of that day.
Yeah.
So it may have to be a later day.
Yeah.
For that guest appearance. Although we do have, from what I know, another one lined up for August 18th. So that should hopefully work out pretty well. So, one of my buddies from college. Speaking of around that,
gee,
Kamari,
we're just getting these people I don't even fucking know. Just all of a sudden, all right, damn.
Do I know this person? What kind of stories?
Know Kamari.
Oh god damn! It's not fucking Channels then.
No.
Fuck, Channels would have been such a good interview.
I know. We're gonna have to try to look into that. Have I not told you that story?
No. Go ahead and enlighten me.
Okay. So the Channels. So we're moving. Which story do you want? Because I have a couple.
I don't know anything about anything.
I feel like he's really interested into why he's called Channel.
Yes.
Okay. So his real name's Jordan.
Okay.
But we moved into the dorms about a week early for classes, and then one day we're all hanging out in Jake and Noah's room in the dorm, and we're all just hanging out in there, sitting on the futon or whatever. And then Jackson, who is Channels, Jordan's roommate, is sitting there in with us. He comes in from across the hall. He goes, "Hey, Jackson, I just want you to know we have like 40 channels," and then walks back out of the room. And we're all like, "What? That's it?" And then like 5, maybe 10 seconds later, he comes back. He's like, "Dude, hey, we have like 50 channels," and then leaves.
Wait,
and then comes back. He keeps doing this, and it keeps going on for every like certain increments of channels. So like he keeps just coming back because the TV's doing like the auto scan thing.
Yeah.
And he keeps fucking coming back.
Thanks for the updates, bro.
Up to like 200 channels. It's like, cool. We get it.
Yeah, the TV's adding channels. Fine, bro. I love that. That sucks for him. Why? Because he did something that silly, and he wasn't trying to be funny. Like he was like really trying to update.
Yeah.
No, dude. And that's gonna stick with him for the rest of his life now.
He embraces it.
That's
he knows
fine.
His nickname is Channel.
That's great.
He's fine with it.
But could you imagine? I like that story. That's a fun time. Man, I get 0 channels on my TV, guys. Just letting you guys know that.
I get 1. And then through a different thing, I get actual channels.
Ooh.
I have to be on 3 though. If I'm not on 3, if I'm on 3 point, fucking don't get it.
What are you, just like on antenna? You doing the antenna thing?
No, I don't know. Midco's got this weird ass box shit.
But if you have a box, you should have more than just one channel.
No, I do, but through my TV, I can only be on 1 channel. I have to go through that box to completely change channels. Like, it's not actually on my TV, per se. I mean, it's kind of how all cables kind of going now, but it just feels weird that I can only go to 3 and then have to use a whole nother thing on a whole nother system.
Right.
I mean, I guess it's like DirecTV, which is what I grew up with, but it's still fucking weird.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you're just saying you have a cable box. That's what you're saying?
Basically, yeah.
Oh,
came with the apartment.
That's normal. That's a thing. Again. Yeah. So, Brandon. Oh, wait, no. I want to go back to Broderick, actually.
Okay.
You said he was in a play?
He is in a production of Mamma Mia.
What?
Is
Yes.
he the lead?
Tell me. Why is he in a...
I don't think so.
Is theater his life? I don't know. I don't know
No.
Broderick at all, so this is interesting.
No, but he used to do plays a lot with just his family, like especially his dad.
Oh.
That one picture that we put up for Father's Day is him and his dad backstage of a performance, like before they were set to go on.
Oh my.
And they were playing Hillbillies at the time, so he's just kind of keeping the tradition going by still being in plays. I think his brother Bob is still in plays, and Bob is one of the most incredible singers that I've ever heard live.
Mm.
So who puts this production on? Where is this at?
It's in DeSmit, I believe. Let me take a look here.
Is it just like a community kind of thing?
Yeah.
Okay. We kind of had a same
Productions.
Thing. What's that?
Corderton Productions. I don't know what that means, but that's what's at the top of the poster that Broderick sent to me.
Oh my.
Yeah.
And say, it kind of sounded from the brief little bit that he's shared with us. It sounded like it was just like a community kind of thing, similar to what my town does. They have kind of a production at the golf course every year.
Huh? It's actually
like volunteering kind of shit. So.
Bunch of showtimes too.
Wow.
Oh,
good.
Nice.
Good for him. That's pretty cool.
Yeah. $15 for adults, $10 for children 12 and under.
It's not bad.
Yeah.
Looks like Corderton comes out of St. Cloud, Minnesota. So it's like an actual production company too. So
wow.
So we have a famous person on our podcast.
Oh, let's go.
And that motherfucker doesn't talk much. He needs to talk more about things.
Okay. So, talking about musicals. So my uncle and his girlfriend are going to this wedding. And I shit you not, everything that I'm about to say is real.
Mm-hmm.
This girl wrote an entire production for her wedding. And it is a musical.
Oh. What?
It's free to attend.
Where?
And the only it's going to be in Kansas City.
We're going.
Or around that area. Right? I want to go. It's sometime in August.
At first I thought I was going to be like, "Oh, this is trash. I'm going to hate this." But now an entire production for her wedding. And yes. Are you like really have to be involved? Do you have to like sing along or do anything, or is it just all the people that are involved?
Nope. Anyone that's in the wedding is part of the production. But the people that they quote unquote actually invited, because like I said, it's free to attend. At a hall that I believe holds 1,400 people.
I am very on board with this because you know what's really freaking boring? Weddings. Weddings suck so much.
That's fair.
They sit there, they go up there, they're all nervous and shit. They go, "Oh, yeah, I do," and then that's it. And you go to you go drink and dance for a minute or two, and you go, this also sucks. So you get a dinner and a show. Hell yeah.
Well, I'm not sure about the dinner.
Oh, okay.
They're free to attend, so it's going to be hard for me to believe that they're going to feed everybody that shows up.
That's
but
very
for sure
fair.
would feed the people that got invited, and the people that got invited actually got sent a legit ticket.
Oh wow!
That is awesome.
And I mean, it's what she does. Like she's like a theater person. I think runs the theater that she's using. I believe. I'm not for sure. I don't actually know her personally, but
right.
Yeah, just a musical, and the guy she's marrying is not necessarily a theater person.
See, that's what I was thinking.
Really not like a musical person either. He's going to have to sing, and it's going to be fantastic.
I was just thinking about that. On the flip side of the coin, like as a wedding attendee, I would love to see this thing. This would be awesome. Yes. You get that show with it. But 100%. Then as a guy as a groomsman, as a bridesmaid, as a fucking like as the groom himself, that would suck so much.
Yeah, being in the wedding would be the worst thing ever.
Because how much, like, I know whenever I get married, I'm going to want to just go up there, mail it in, say, yep, I'd rather just go to the courthouse, sign some papers, right?
Yeah, you're going to want a wedding
not
like
exactly,
my cousin.
Not exactly a romantic fella. I just like to get shit done and do it right.
Yeah, my cousin had a wedding. From the time the bride walked down to the time they walked out as a married couple was 15 minutes flat.
I love that. I love that too. Because it's like, yep, get in here, do our shit, get out, and go party. Yeah. That's also
didn't
a
mess
good move.
around. The minister had his Cannibal Corpse T-shirt underneath his suit jacket. It's fantastic. It was incredible.
That's
and then
awesome.
For dinner, chicken and waffles.
Ooh,
fuck yeah.
Yeah, that's what weddings need to have better food too, because that catered stuff that it's just like dried chicken and like some vegetables.
Mm-hmm.
That is god awful.
Well, for him it really helped because his parents own a cafe.
Right.
So it's just buffet chicken and waffles, but
Ooh,
it's very good because they run a business off of their food.
Right.
Well, I mean, so do these catering companies, but they're god awful for some reason.
Yeah, it's weird. But they also sell broaster chicken.
Oh, so you got roasted chicken
so
and
we got roasted chicken and chicken.
I want to go to that wedding. That's awesome.
That's fucking awesome.
It was fantastic. It was one of my favorites. If I get to go to this this production, though, it might be my second favorite wedding because this production sounds fantastic.
Had they given any hints as to, like, obviously the theme is a wedding, right? But is that it?
What my uncle's girlfriend said was that it kind of goes through exactly how they meet and how everything is kind of gone to this point.
Oh, that's awesome.
The last act is them getting married. From everything that's been explained to me, it's an incredible production.
Tell me this is going to be on YouTube. Tell me this is going to be on YouTube. They are
getting it professionally recorded.
Oh my god.
I am hoping that there's, I can get my hands on this DVD or whatever.
Yeah. Yes, absolutely.
Or at least it's on YouTube or something, man, because that's awesome.
Man. It sounds incredible. Yeah, so the last however long they want to do their wedding for, that's the rest of the play. It's insane.
Oh my god. Well, now...
Holy shit.
See?
My thing too is that, and I'm probably just in a sadist mood right now, but, I was hoping that when you were saying, oh, well, the theme was going to be, I was like, divorce.
Oh.
Just a whole big-ass musical about getting divorced at a wedding. That is her project.
That would actually be an incredible production. That actually needs to be
that would take balls.
But not for, real.
No.
It has to be
an It's Always Sunny type of fucking episode.
Oh, by the way, started season 13, very early into it, mixed feelings right now.
Is season 13 the newest one, or is that...
Yes. Yes, their newest one that was in 2018.
I really gotta catch up on It's Always Sunny. I've seen, episodes here and there of, every season, but I haven't watched all the seasons together yet. Is that still on Netflix?
No, well, it's on Hulu. I don't think it's on Netflix.
I got Hulu. I'll start doing that. It'll be my next burner show.
All seasons are on Hulu. That's how I've gotten completely caught up, except for season 13.
I don't think I've ever watched a season's worth of episodes, in total.
So good.
I know, it's fucking incredible. And I love the episodes that I have watched. I just never get around to watching it, and I don't know why, because I enjoy everything about it.
It's my favorite thing in 13 is that the bike makes another appearance.
The hammer, the Fister Power 3000.
Yes, it's in Mac's room, and they're doing an escape room into their apartment. And Frank and Charlie are in Mac's room and dude, don't touch the bike. He's like, I would never touch the bike. And then Mac comes in and is like, you guys didn't touch the bike, did you? Like, no, we wouldn't touch the bike. Fucking hilarious.
That is definitely one of my favorite episodes of all time.
Oh my god.
Oh,
the arbitrator is ridiculous.
It's so good. And then freaking Frank in the first, I yelled it because I had something to cut through the noise, man.
It saved your life.
In a way, he was right. Did he need to say that? No, but
exactly. Oh, it's so good.
It sure caught his attention. It sure did.
Oh, and then have you seen the episode where they become different people and Charlie gets shot?
No, I haven't. This sounds amazing.
Oh my gosh.
It sounds great.
It really is hilarious. Yeah, it's a whole kind of topic that we shouldn't get into on this, but it's really funny. I highly recommend it. It's in, I think, the 12th season, if I remember correctly.
I don't remember the last season that I actually watched. I actually got to look up on that. But
yeah, Charlie holds up a train, and it's fantastic. It just gets gunned down.
So while we were on the topic of romance beforehand,
yeah,
freaking look! I just found this headline: Man, 65, made fake bomb threat to get date with flight attendant.
What?
Is this in Florida?
No, this is in Siberia, so it's like it's probably the Florida of the Middle East. I don't know. Freaking Siberia man who has not been named wanted to keep the woman in the country longer after she refused to date with him. Oh my god.
Oh shit. That's fantastic.
Holy fuck. Like, I'm all for power moves, believe me.
But
as
this
much
is
as anybody who follows
great,
this.
but that's an extreme.
That's
but
too much power.
She already told him no, and he thought, man, what if I just call in a bomb threat and scare everybody's lives? Yeah, this is great. It's a great plan.
She'll definitely say yes.
Oh, and it gets better. He confessed to the hoax in court on Saturday, saying he had especially liked one of the women after he failed to track her down at her hotel. That's when he made the desperate bid to keep her in the country by making a bomb threat.
Well, it kept her in the country.
It did that, but he got no date. Or maybe he did.
Hell no.
Maybe he did. Somebody's gonna be like, "Ooh, that's a powerful man right
power
there."
Move to work, you know.
Somebody's gonna be interested now.
Oh wow!
All the boys in jail are gonna love him.
Oh man,
that's what he gets for being a creep. What an idiot!
Wild. That is just wild. Also, talking about power moves, how great was it that golfer was wearing a hat that said 1776 at the British?
That was incredible.
Loved it. Everybody in Britain had to have been incredibly. Did he win? Did he do anything well in the U.S. Open?
He golfed well. He didn't win. He's a very good golfer. He's probably top 20 in the world, but he's never really there to win a major normally.
Okay.
It's not also the British Open. Well, I guess it's just called the Open because it's not just in Britain. It actually was in Ireland. So, but he's not. It's a whole different kind of golf course overseas. So it plays a lot different, all different kinds of things.
Interesting.
But yeah, so he golfed okay, but yeah, he was probably never going to win. I had him on my FanDuel team, and he did well enough for me because he was very low salary. So
right, he was just there to make a statement. That's all he was there for.
Yeah, and that was just his practice round. He was just
Oh, he took it off afterwards?
No, well, he didn't wear it during the tournament because that's your sponsorship time.
It's not
America. You get paid to wear somebody else's hat.
This year, especially for some reason, America's just been kind of shitting on Britain again, and I don't know why. I thought we were kind of cool again. But...
I think it's because of the World Cup.
But no, that's what I'm saying. That's part of it.
I think that's like the only reason. Otherwise, I don't think we care.
That was so
Until we have to play Britain in a sport that Britain's supposed to be great at, we don't care.
That was my favorite. Like, I'm surprised that Britain got that mad over this. There's people like actually very triggered over when the girls of the World Cup, when they scored a goal, or no, they won the game. They started doing little teacup move.
Well, she did a teacup as what she said, a form of respect.
No, that was shitting on. They were shitting on that.
That's kind of what I thought, but you know.
And even like I told my mom this, this is such a great move. I love it. Let's go America. And she's like, well, that was kind of rude. Like, who cares? You know, it's not like. Oh, sorry.
Oh, I was gonna say. This is a team that supposedly lost to a teenage boys team warming up for this World Cup.
Yes.
So it's a little bit disrespectful.
Just a touch.
But I mean, they're an incredible team. They're better than our men's team. I mean, maybe not head on, but as far as the world goes, like, they are the team in the world for the women's side. Mm-hmm. So,
just the way I feel about it is, we had to go to war to get independence from these stupid fuckers.
That's true, and we did pour all their tea. They're probably pretty mad about that.
All we have as Americans right now is being boisterous. So I mean, let's just do it.
Fuck yeah.
That's fair. Yeah. No, I found it hilarious. I didn't think that when she said, as a form of respect, I was like, no, it's not.
No, God, no.
But it was fantastic. Goal celebrations are always my favorite thing, though. Like when somebody runs and just dead fishes, that is incredible power play.
Hey, I got a question for you guys.
What's that?
Yeah.
Do any of you know the gender of Roderick and Brianna's baby?
Yes.
Yes, I do.
Yep.
I don't.
Oh, so it's going to be a real surprise.
Yes, I legitimately am waiting. Brianna is saying that if we announce it and Broderick's not on, that she's going to kill us. Who the fuck was planning on announcing it other than Broderick?
Yeah.
It's his kid. We're not going to fucking...
I'm not glad if he doesn't get on tonight, we're just not going to do it tonight. That's fine.
I mean, if we were on like an hour and a half long podcast, I would probably just throw it in there at the end.
Also, yeah, all freaking 10 people are going to watch this are going to care, right? To be honest. But
like the 10 people who are watching this who don't know, one of them's me. Like, like one of them's me, and the other's like, it's not going to make a huge difference on their lives because they don't know Brianna personally.
We just got some input from the chat. Stefan cares. Stefan cares.
Stefan
does he?
Yep. So we'll let Broderick say that for Stefan. That'll be good. We do have a question from the chat.
Oh.
And I haven't seen one of these shows, so I don't know if I'm equipped to answer. Brendan, have you seen BoJack Horseman?
I have not watched a full episode.
So we're gonna try our best to answer this. Okay, is Rick and Morty deeper than BoJack Horseman?
It's funnier, if I'm gonna be honest.
Rick and Morty?
Yeah.
See, I don't know, because I think they go into, from what I've heard and read, BoJack Horseman and Rick and Morty go into pretty similar lines of existential thought, as far as I know.
Well, I would assume so. I mean, one's a fucking horse.
But maybe that makes it maybe that makes it deeper, as in like, why am I a horse? Why am I alive? How am I talking?
Yeah.
But then I guess in Rick and Morty it's more science fiction-y and not about it's a little bit. It's a lot of character development actually, but it's a lot more in the sense that it's progressing a story and not asking a question about life, I guess, in a way.
Yeah, so I really can't answer that. I mean, I watched an episode of BoJack Horseman. Well, not a full episode, just bits and pieces. Wasn't super into it, but it was like in a weird part of like not only the episode, but like later on in the season where I don't know anybody.
Right.
So nothing really made sense. So I mean, if I gave it a shot, I might really enjoy it. But
and I think I saw a pretty good quote from there that actually was a little deeper than I thought it would ever be, but it was kind of more like a throwaway thing, a throwaway little bit. Well, BoJack Horseman was like he started running or whatever, and then I think he went like 5 steps and like fell on the ground, and was like dead or something. I don't remember how. I don't know how it goes. I haven't really seen it, but he's on the ground. His running partner, somebody's like. He comes over, looks over him, and says, "The easy part's starting. The hard part is you got to do it every day." And I'm like, "Oh shit!"
Damn.
Like, that's deep.
Yeah,
so
that hits.
I guess in the terms of like deepness and being like existential and stuff, I might have to give it the Horseman. I think it asks more questions than like Rick and Morty tries to answer. You know what I'm saying?
It kind of depends on what deeper you're kind of talking about.
Yeah.
Like, what is deep in our lives is definitely probably not Rick and Morty.
Right. Like this is science fiction deep shit. That's essentially it. I mean, you'll
see. I mean, they have some bits and pieces for sure, absolutely, but
you'll see like emotional moments, but I guess they don't go very deep, is what I'm trying to say. I guess. As in, it doesn't really. It's a lot more about entertainment and action and fighting, I guess, and it's kind of fun to see Rick struggle with his alcoholism and becoming a better person, and Morty's like becoming more
an asshole.
An asshole coming into his own, a little more confident. Confident is the word I was looking for, but an asshole essentially. He's becoming Rick in a way.
Yep.
And you see this kind of play between the both of them, like. Rick's trying to keep Morty down because I think Rick realizes that if Morty gets too smart, he can become Rick or better, you know.
Yeah.
And it's kind of interesting, but it's mostly just like character play and character development. And I guess it doesn't. It's deep, but it's not deep. You know?
Well, I mean, Rick and Morty does have a Pokemon mobile game that's better than Pokemon Go. So.
Oh, you're talking about the Pocket Mortys?
Yeah, I love Pocket Morty.
Oh, I played that game for a while, and I never got too far. How does it go? Like far enough to like? Can you fight like a Final Four? Like how does it eventually work?
I have not gotten to the end.
That's what I'm wondering. I don't know if you can.
I've had to restart a few times, but I haven't actually reached the end. Every time I restart, I just end up doing something different where I don't want to keep progressing. I just want to level some shit up.
I get that.
Before going into that.
It's
pretty much like how I play every fucking Pokemon game.
It seems extremely hard to do that power leveling in Pocket Mortys. It feels like the next level is always a lot more levels than I need to be. Or that right? It's tough.
I don't know what the fuck you guys are talking about.
Freaking Pocket Mortys, cuz.
And fucking test it. Well, your battery doesn't.
You've said it a bunch of times.
What doesn't mean I know what you're talking about. It's essentially like Brendan said. It's like you've played Pokemon in the back in the day, yeah. Like on the Game Boys and stuff.
Pokemon backpack.
Well, he can wear freaking anime clothing. He just wear it just to be hipster cool. I don't know what he does.
You shouldn't be able to wear a Pokemon backpack to the gym if you haven't played Pokemon.
Personally, I'm a Fire Red and Emerald kind of guy, kind of like the older games.
Well, okay. I mean, absolutely, I agree.
That's weird to say. Emerald as an older game.
Well,
that's funny to hear because you're not wrong. At this point, it is an older game. But I remember back in the day playing Yellow, Blue, and Red with my parents. Like those were good times. And I didn't understand how Pokemon worked, so they just gave me their Pokemon, said, "Here, you can beat the Final Four with these." I'm like, "Ooh, yeah!" So those are good times.
Gen 2 is still my favorite, personally, but
Gen 3.
Gen 3 is Ruby. Is that Ruby and Sapphire and Emerald?
Yes.
Okay. I think I'd agree with you. That's the one I played the most. But Gen 1 holds a special place in my heart, for sure.
I mean, Gen 1's great.
It's the all-time classic, I guess.
Yeah.
But
I mean, they've remade it how many times, so.
But how many times that I got... That's the first game I had my level 100 Pokemon. That was the first game that I caught the legendaries more than once and like did resave files and all that fun stuff. Jesus. And I moved all my Pokemon to one game, and because I bought all three. I had Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald.
Damn.
I was into it. And
holy shit.
I got my level 100 on Groudon. How many times that I had to fight the Elite Four to do that shit? That was rough. And I always lost because Groudon, he's ass, but I thought he looked so dang cool. He was my favorite. I think he is my favorite Pokemon. Oh no, my favorite Pokemon I've decided is Ludicolo. I love Ludicolo. This is the funnest looking Pokemon that I've seen ever. He's got his sombrero made out of like a lily pad. And
that fucking.
He looks like a pineapple. Yeah.
Oh
yeah. He is my favorite Pokemon of all time. He's not good. He doesn't. Wait, they have a mega version. They have a mega version of Ludicolo. Yes. Oh, I love Ludicolo. Oh yeah, and then I haven't seen Detective Pikachu yet, but they have a live action or not live action, but Detective Pikachu version of Ludicolo, and it was my favorite part of the trailer. He does this cute little scream, he goes, ah! And that's I think that's his entire part in this show.
But I love this Ludicolo card that I am looking at right now. Attack, groovy dance. Hell yeah.
He's my spirit animal. Ludicolo is my spirit animal. It's like, oh, you're in some trouble? Bust a move. That's what I'm talking about.
Apparently there is some Ludicolo memes from the CGI of Detective Pikachu.
Go on and Are there any good ones out there?
Well, I'm gonna send the first one I seen.
Okay.
I found it kind of funny.
Well, yeah, I found a good one. You're checking out Twitch right now when your crush says you look nice and it's Ludicolo screaming in that Detective Pikachu look. Oh, that's great.
Pull this up.
Oh shit, that's good.
I got him cross-eyed when he sees a double screen setup for the first time. This is the stuff. Man, this is really good podcast material. This sucks, but because especially if this is most people watch this and we don't have it on like Spotify or anything, do we?
I love that Ed and Eddie one.
I haven't seen. Was there one on there?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't see it.
Pull that back up.
Hold on. I think I closed it. Nope, I didn't. Ed and Eddie.
Yeah, you'll see Ed with the trash can on his head.
So those listening, if you guys seen Ed and Eddie, it shows Ed with two trash can lids on his hands, and he has one on his head. It just says there's no context to it on the picture.
No.
There's nothing. If it's like what if you know kind of things. It just says Ludicolo meme. That's great.
Fantastic.
Oh.
Undefeated internet.
It truly is.
Oh shit.
Man, I saw the weirdest thing today. So I saw two separate news articles because when I do my research for the podcast, I literally just check weird news. That's what I do.
Interesting.
I saw two news articles that had to do about a 30-year-old message in a bottle being found and a 50-year-old message in a bottle being found, and they were separate news articles. And it happened within the span of a week or something like that.
Weird.
I
People
feel like
still, well, I guess 30 and 50 years ago, people don't still do that.
Did we miss out on Message in a Bottle Day? Like,
well, that was popular in our parents' day, I feel like.
Mm-hmm.
I suppose, but all they said were things like, "Oh, we live here. This is my name. Rick, and please reply back." which is kind of weird.
The articles? What did they say?
Well, that's what I said. That's what's on there. They just said they have their name, where they're from. Please reply. So I hope they kept it going. I didn't really read all into it, but that'd be so much fun. I almost want to go out.
If you didn't reply, you're just an asshole.
See, that's what I'm saying. It's like,
absolutely.
This is the original, like, say it back meme.
Yeah.
Like, howdy, say it back, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, this is great. So that actually brings up a good question. If we go out right now to the ocean, and we get a couple bottles and some paper, what would you put on it? Personally, I would fuck with some people.
That's what I was thinking. I was like, how could I just mess with a shit ton of people?
I would write, the aliens are living underwater, send help at these coordinates, and I'd put, like, pin it in, like, the middle of the ocean.
Yeah.
Like, dude, 50 years, though, they're gonna go to that exact location and be like,
oh, they would.
Motherfucker lied to us.
Or they'd find the aliens living in the ocean.
Now, that would be insane.
And they come find me, and they say, "How'd you know? What did you do?" It's like, I made a guess. I didn't know shit.
You're sitting there, you're playing 80-year-old fucking.
I'm playing League of Legends.
The news. And all of a sudden, you see some hop on the news, and they're like, "Message in the bottle found." Aliens also found.
Found aliens. Florida man finds aliens accidentally.
Hell yeah.
Because I'm going to be geriatric by the time that happens, so I'm going to be living in Florida as an old man doing cocaine off strippers' asses. So, hell yeah.
Welcome in, Pops.
Welcome in. Oh, Broderick's here?
Yeah, Broderick is here.
What's up, Daddy-O?
Hey, Daddy-O.
How we doing, kiddos?
We're doing good. What's the thing? What are we talking?
Calling him Dad and Pops and Daddy-O. And...
I don't know.
I mean, you guys took all the cool ones. I gotta kind of come up with something else on the fly. I'm not good. I'm stalling.
You can call him what I. You can call him what I call my dad. Just call him Papa John's. You know, just go on. I'll give you that one for free. I'm sliding it to you right now.
I don't know.
You know, I don't know that I want to say Papa John. Yeah, I don't know.
Wait. Got in trouble for being racist.
Hey, yeah, but he's not there anymore. He's not there anymore.
Yeah, and look how many Peyton Manning commercials we've seen since then. 0.
But we still see Papa John's commercials. What does Peyton Manning have to do with Papa John's? Pizza.
I think he's going into a deeper message there. Saying the Tennessee boy is not very PC.
I'm not saying that. I'm not saying it, though.
Yeah, okay.
I'm not saying it.
Are you calling my dad a racist? Is that what you're doing?
No.
What are we doing?
I'm just saying that it's a little bit funny that as soon as Papa John gets the axe for saying some racist shit, Peyton Manning's nowhere to be found.
Well, maybe that's just because Peyton
wouldn't either?
Originally good friends with Papa John, and now he wants to step away from Papa John and
because of all the negative press. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. That's pretty much what I'm insinuating, but also if you want to read more into this and start a controversy on the internet and start arguing with each other, that's fine.
True.
All publicity.
It's true.
What?
Although,
what do you think we're getting in trouble for saying Papa John's?
No.
I'm so confused.
No, basically for insinuating that airplane landing strip forehead is racist.
Oh, is that what we're saying now?
I'm not saying it, but I'm not saying it.
Hey, just because
all publicity.
Just because the man was friends with him doesn't mean he's a racist. He didn't know.
Oh, I'm not saying
people can hide that shit.
I'm not saying that he is whatsoever. But
you could be friends with somebody for like 20 years, and then one day you're sitting at a park and you see a fellow of a different race walks by, and your friend goes, "I hate those types," and you go, "Oh shit." This is out. Oh my! I am so gone. That's why.
Crazy out of here.
That's why Peyton Manning was nowhere to be found after that, because he realized he had that moment of realization, like, oh, this is adding up now. All those jokes before, oh shit, he's actually a racist. I'm out of here.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. He's with Nationwide, not State Farm.
That'd be a great Seth Rogen movie theme, like accidental racism in a way. You know what I'm saying? Seth Rogen can make a funny thing out of that, and I think he's the only one that could do it.
His fucking Fat Albert laugh that he does. I love Seth Rogen.
What? Speaking of doing freaking, what do you call it? People, you're doing impressions. We just did an impression in a way. What's our best? What's your guys' best impression that you can do?
I can't do impressions.
I do an okay Obama.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's all about just pacing yourself, stammering, and
right.
then at some point saying "my fellow Americans." That's pretty much all an Obama.
I mean,
I'm trying to get into character now. See if I can hit one of those up. My fellow Americans. Today we bring ourselves to the Midwestbest podcast to. I'm kind of getting there. I could work on that.
Yeah,
I could work on that.
You could definitely work on that.
My fellow Americans.
There you go. That's
we
good.
are here today to celebrate the gathering of 4 gentlemen who are doing their best on a podcast that is being thrown together on the spot. We hope that they are able to pull it out, but it is not looking good.
It's
that's
accurate.
God dang it, Bobby! You talk about my podcast like this again, I'm kicking your ass to the curb.
God damn it, Barry.
Sure, I love your Hank. I really love that. I'm really not good with impressions at all. I couldn't really even say who I would be best doing.
Well, all I know is, and I've been saying this a lot. I've been dogging on you for it, Brendan. This Halloween, could you go as the Geico caveman? Could you please?
I actually have commitments for me and a coworker. Going to do the cast of Letterkenny.
Of the what king?
Letterkenny.
Oh, Letterkenny. I thought you said Letter King. I'm like, who?
No.
Who's the Letter King? Why does he have control of the letters? Hey. Why wouldn't
mail on time?
Why wouldn't it be K? K is for king. What if you get 3 Ks together? It's bad. All right.
Wow.
Segueing out of that, what's the gender of your baby, Roderick?
Whoa.
Why do we want to follow that up with that? We probably shouldn't roll into that after that. That's probably not a good thing.
I know.
Speaking of the KKK, how's your baby doing?
I know.
I mean, because this baby's probably coming out white. So,
I mean, chances
let's
are.
kind of just distance it from it. You know? Like.
Freaking just ricochet shot to Brianna there. Ooh. Just.
Okay. You guys know that AB working out, catching the brick and whatnot.
We're talking Antonio Brown.
Yes.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, slapping the hand behind.
I thought we were just talking about letters and you just said A B.
Nope.
Okay.
Going straight into something else.
Okay.
The headline on ESPN to the video is that he's working out in loafers. I didn't even fucking notice that he's wearing loafers. How the fuck did ESPN notice? No.
Oh, that was one of the first things that I saw. He's working out in white.
Of course, that was the
gold
first thing
trim
you saw.
Boat shoes. He's wearing Sperry's.
All right, I'll have to fucking rewatch this.
Well, it must be nice.
White with gold trim.
Oh,
they're fucking weird.
Are we talking?
Those are definitely boat shoes right there. Holy shit.
Go ahead and link me a picture of it. Or I guess I can look it up. Antonio.
Oh, it's on ESPN's underneath Raiders NFL kind of thing. It just pulled up. I mean, I don't have my thing set to Raiders or anything, but I scrolled down quite a bit and then it was there. So.
Okay, I found the video, I think.
I mean, it's an impressive workout for sure.
Oh, 100%.
Because it's not a fucking light brick right there.
Yeah, this guy's dead ass.
Yeah.
Working
Legit.
out.
I mean, he's
at that
doing
point,
it in what looks like his home.
At that point, why even wear shoes? So,
well,
I mean, I guess so if he's standing still, but I mean, it might be those shoes might be dang comfortable. But if you do any running in that,
fair.
no.
Oh well, yeah, I would hope you.
Because when you said working out, see, that's what I thought he was doing. This is a wild workout, though. Look at that brick catching.
Yeah.
That's.
I mean, that's what he's gonna do all season.
Wild.
He's just going, for those who just listen, he's going back and forth, put a brick in front of him. He's not letting it drop too far. He drops it out of one hand, catches it with another. Keeps going back and forth. And he's got somebody behind him, getting ready to...
slapping hands.
Oh, that's what he's doing? He's slapping the hands? Oh,
yep.
I didn't even see that. I thought it was just some creep. It's like, oh yeah, you're getting it, AB.
No,
good work.
That's his
like,
personal
oh yeah,
trainer,
this is what I'm talking about. One, left, right. Oh, this is... But no, he's actually doing something. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. Dude's committed to his craft.
Yeah.
He is.
I mean, he's going to be catching bricks from Derek Carr all year, so...
As much as I don't like that drama queen, he's got an incredible work ethic. He does.
If he likes you.
Yeah.
Fair.
Yeah.
If he's no longer committed to the team, then he's just going to be speeding down highways and be late to everything.
But okay, late to everything, but it doesn't mean that he's not working out. Right?
Oh no, he's working out.
We're gonna get into that here in a second. Yeah. So.
Yeah, you don't have to worry about that. He's gonna show up. He's gonna play.
He's not like Le'Veon Bell was, where he just went down partying in Miami for like 3 months, and didn't he might have been working out, but boy, it didn't show.
Well,
he was getting a gut.
Videos of it.
Yeah.
Like T.O. would make sure that you've seen videos of it. But AB would make sure you've seen videos of it.
T.O. wasn't getting as chunky, or AB wasn't getting as chunky as Le'Veon Bell.
Well, no, but he also isn't in a position where you can be a little chunky.
I mean, you can,
well,
but his style of play.
A disagreement.
When you tiptoe behind your offensive lineman for 15 seconds after the ball gets snapped, you can kind of afford to be a little chunky.
But that's the thing about his style of play as well. Like, you can afford, because you're not moving around too much, but he has to make that acceleration. He has to make that first step to get out of that situation he puts himself in while doing that, which is a good one because he has the field vision to do it, but he has to be able to cut through that hole that he eventually finds and be able to run all the way to the end zone. Like, that's his style of play.
I also feel like, though, that when Le'Veon Bell wants to turn it on, he could cut a serious amount of weight if he wanted to.
I think so too.
Oh yeah,
but it's just not a good look when you're out partying in Miami, like Gronk over
working
here.
at Dairy Queen.
By the way, did you see Gronk in his retirement? He's lost all muscle mass.
It is wild, and it kind of scares me. It kind of really scares me to think about how much that he worked out to keep that on, because he's a big man and he had big muscles.
I mean,
and
he did nothing but drink, work out, have sex. He did nothing other than those three things.
And dance.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's true. Yeah, he did dance.
I hear he's a big dancer.
That kind of comes with the drinking.
True.
He's not dancing without drinking.
And just...
Unless it's, I guess, when he's playing. But that's...
He's only been out of the league for a couple months now, and he's lost all that muscle mass. I mean...
And yet, people are saying, "Oh, he's coming out of retirement." Well, do you want him on this team right now?
He's gonna be a slow receiver at that point.
Yeah,
it's gonna be tough. He's not gonna be able to get the ball over people like he used to. He's not that physical specimen, even though he kind of is. He's not. He wouldn't be that guy anymore. Wouldn't be that dog.
No.
I'd love to see it though. Love to see him come back.
Depends on who for.
The Lions.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I wouldn't mind that. Be interesting to see.
They just need another Calvin Johnson. That's all.
Yeah.
I think there's a little more, and little bit better defense, at least.
Nah, they don't need that. They've never needed that. See how well it's worked out for them?
Damn.
I actually seen a meme today talking about how the moon landing was 50 years ago, and talking about all the things that have happened since those 50 years.
Did
One
you
of them
see
was the Lions going ringless?
Oh no!
Damn.
But speaking of that, you were just talking about. Did you see this clown that caught Buzz Aldrin on the street, and he goes, "Would you swear on a Bible that you landed on the moon? You're a coward. You're a fake." Buzz Aldrin just. Have you guys not seen this video?
No. Absolutely.
This was the best thing ever. So this guy's just hounding him. Security takes him away. He comes back, and Buzz is just standing outside. And they get into a little bit more, and he goes, "You're a coward. You're a liar." Buzz just cocks back, boom, right to the face. Just freaking nails him.
Hell yeah.
Oh, it was such a great video. Which leads me to a question.
Which, I mean, for one, this motherfucker is old.
He's very old, yeah. Buzz Aldrin?
Yeah.
What an awesome name, though.
And this mother. Oh,
it's
absolutely.
an incredible fucking name.
It's hero worthy. Which I want to ask our chief conspiracy theorist here, Brendan.
Who the? Oh, me?
Who the? Who the hell is that?
We're talking about the moon landing? Is this what we're talking?
This is what we're talking about. Do you think it's real, Brendan? Do you think we landed on the moon?
Yeah, I definitely think we landed on.
All right, Broderick, how's the kid?
Well, that went fucking nowhere. Here we go.
I mean, you throw me some different kind of thing, like Nestle stealing our Great Lakes, I'm fucking all there, but...
Did you say Nestle stealing the Great Lakes?
Yeah, you haven't heard this?
Go ahead and enlighten me.
Okay, so there are these giant tubes going into... they were shooting on Lake Michigan. This is where they showed this. But there's these giant tubes going from the Great Lakes all the way into like the wooden areas, and then just gated play factories that have security like it's Area 51.
Mm-hmm.
Like you come up to the gate and they are asking you, well, they're telling you to leave and get out of here.
Oh my god.
And so what's happening is they're siphoning so much water that our Great Lakes are going down, which has been proven that they are actually going down 100%. But that they're being used for bottled water. And the company that makes the most bottled water is Nestle. Not just under their Nestle name, but under all companies that they own, they make majority of all bottled water. So Nestle is coming from overseas, their company is based overseas, to the Americas, stealing our Great Lakes.
Oh.
And selling it back to us.
They are attacking America.
Yeah. I would not be buying any Nestle bottled water if it wasn't 89 cents for 20 ounces compared to 16.9 for $1 or something.
That's a low price.
I mean, it's real fucking low, and let me tell you, it's probably because it's from Lake Michigan.
I'm reading
not Flint, but Lake Michigan.
Oh no! Well, is Nestle? I'm wondering now. Is Nestle the reason that Flint, Michigan, is the water's poison there?
No, that is because of they decided to add the Detroit River into their water system, and there's something in the Detroit water, or lake, or river water that corroded their pipes, and their pipes that ended up being lead pipes. And once you get that corroded into it, then it's all downhill from there. Mm-hmm. So really all it is they got to replace all the piping, which, I mean, that's a lot to do, especially for the community of Flint.
This might be bigger than we think it is, though. Not the Flint, Michigan stuff.
No, the less.
But I'm also reading.
Nestle, Great Lake,
yeah. Excuse me.
No,
I'm also reading that they're taking water from California.
Oh.
And they've been
interesting.
Here's what's crazy. Hasn't California been in like a drought and like state of emergency for like
Sacramento for
years now?
Yeah.
Wildfires and shit.
Nobody's talking about this.
No. Well, okay, so...
You got Flint, Michigan that can't drink their water, and you got frickin' California that has no water. It's a wild time to be alive, and we're just ignoring this.
Well, you know, when I heard that Great Lake story, it was on the show Conspiracy Theories with Jesse Ventura.
Yep.
And Jesse Ventura is kind of a fucking wild card. So, watching it, you're like, okay. But then, I mean, once you listen to the story, you're like, oh my god, no, that's actually happening. And they have a video of them at the gate, for one, and the piping that's going from there. It's crazy. It's definitely happening.
Oh my god. Yeah, so like that's what I'm reading up right here is this isn't really much of a conspiracy theory. This is literally Nestle's taking water from the Great Lakes, and it's not a good thing.
Yeah, well, and part of it is there is some weird like clause in law or something, and this is back when I watched this, which was when we were in still high school.
Mm-hmm.
And at the time, at least, you know, they had a law that was allowing it, and they just never changed it as far as I've known.
Huh.
It's really weird.
That's crazy.
Well, there's a law out there that you're not supposed to be able to take the water out of like surface water like that. It's supposed to be groundwater or something like that. But they're treating it as groundwater and stuff and aquifers and stuff like that. And it's not, which, man. And Nestle's saying that they're entitled to this water.
Well,
I mean, I guess we said we were entitled to this land years ago, so shit.
True. Very, very true. This video, I just typed in Nestle stealing water, and the first video link is a YouTube video from July 8th. And it is titled Nestle granted permission to continue stealing water from San Bernardino? Bernardino. So
it's in California.
Yeah. Because they're stealing natural forests.
Man, what a sleazy company.
Oh, for sure. They make some overrated candy bars, a few good ones, but
they make great pre-cut cookie dough.
Yes.
And now I'm sad.
Well,
what?
It's because they own Toll House.
That's what I'm
saying.
saying.
Toll House makes the great.
But it's always been Nestle Toll House, right? I know. And I had a friend named Taylor Toll as a neighbor when I was growing up, and his mom would make Toll House cookies, and I'd make so many jokes, and I had a great childhood because of it.
It was really fun.
Incredible.
I guess we'll all just have to go to Pepperidge.
Pepperidge Farm remembers.
I was just gonna say that. Remember that time, Nestle? You took our water from America. Pepperidge Farm remembers.
Oh man.
So we're reaching, I guess, the twilight end of this podcast. So maybe we should kind of hop into the whole baby talk, the whole what's going on with Broderick's
because
world.
I've been staying on Facebook for forever to find this out. I have
now
25 notifications waiting for me on Facebook.
Are we sure we're ready? Because when we've brought this up before,
I could bring up that other topic again if you want.
I think we're ready.
We're doing this.
Okay. My first question, Brendan, what was the betting odds for boy. Just wondering,
Oh,
what that
you
on
know?
mybookie.com.
I think it was on my bookie.
Yeah, you remember the joke I made on?
Yeah, we're putting up the odds on my bookie.
I think it was 5-1.
5-1. Okay. And it was Brendan and Jack were boy. Lucas
And
was me
Lucas
with
girl.
girl. All right.
Yep.
So 2 of you are right. 2 of us are wrong.
Ooh.
It's a boy.
I already knew it. Woo! Congratulations.
Let's go.
I lost all my money. I put a lot of money in on that.
Lucas just lost an entire life savings.
I'm actually gonna go broke. I have to sell my computer, guys. This podcast is fun. I'll talk to you later.
The loan sharks are coming for you.
They're already at my door.
Oh man.
Oh, freaking! No, congratulations! You have a little boy. Gonna play
Yeah,
stickball with him. Man, that's gonna be fun. You're gonna have a good time.
Yeah, we had a wedding this weekend too, and it was 2 former, not classmates, but former Arlington alum that were a grade under us. I had a lot of classmates there at this wedding, and one of the girls that I graduated with goes, "So, start your baseball team?" And Brianna immediately turns that down.
Oh man, you were our Philip Rivers.
Except it's all
gonna be stickball team, man.
Oh man. And if anything,
so,
since you're so into stickball, it's perfect for you, because I think that might be one of the first sports that maybe you get a little co-ed action going in professional wise. You know what I'm saying?
It's true.
Because I feel like that'd be an easier sport to do it.
Yeah.
It feels like it is potentially that way.
I think that'd be so. Yeah, it doesn't matter what you have.
Playing baseball all over.
Right? That's what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
So it doesn't matter what you have. You could actually start that team where football might be a little more difficult, even though I'd love to see like extremely athletic girls play football.
Oh, absolutely.
Hell yeah.
But it's just something that doesn't happen. I don't think it's because of any sexist thing, but I don't think it's of the interest of a lot of girls. But there's probably a lot of girls getting turned down just because. But that's not.
There definitely
change.
is.
Yep.
In my 5th and 6th grade football team, we had a girl on it one year.
Yeah, I had that my 5th and 6th grade team. Both years we did.
Yeah.
She was actually really freaking fast.
Nice.
Yeah. She was a good receiver.
Yeah. Don't laugh at that, Jack.
What?
Jack, you disgusting fuck.
It was 5th and 6th grade. I mean, jeez, we're.
Oh my god.
Football.
What?
Yeah,
don't even hide it, Jack.
Don't even, Jack.
What happened?
We know it was you.
I don't know what happened.
That's how it always starts.
I could not be more lost right now. I'm so fucking confused.
So in honor of keeping Jack really lost, so I watched this video of this gender reveal. What the heck was going on?
Of mine?
Yes.
Okay.
I was kind of confused.
I didn't see any colors. I saw a balloon explode and confetti fall, but I couldn't see the color.
Exactly.
So Brianna and I probably should have switched.
Who has the kid?
Because, the wind was flying in. So, when the confetti went, it just, got lost in her hair and stuff.
Oh, you guys weren't inside?
Well, we were in my garage, my mom's garage.
Okay.
Yeah, so the door open, wind coming
Garage
in.
door open,
Okay.
wind, blowing in that way. So yeah, it all flew.
Bro, that
her
confetti
way
is
and-
yellow.
Well, okay, so
They're having an Asian. Congratulations.
Jack and I will have to have a talk after the podcast. So the confetti had gold hearts, light blue hearts, and dark blue hearts. And that was like
Okay.
that was the main thing that people were asking us, was they couldn't really tell because of the video
Yeah.
what it was.
Because all you seen was gold.
Yep.
See,
Yeah,
I'm
it
just.
probably didn't help either that our backdrop was like pink and blue tinsel kind of stuff.
Yeah, it was a
but-
weird backdrop, but
Yeah.
I was like, that's all right.
I'm,
Yeah, then I seen it all coming down, and I was like, well, I think I know what that means, but do I?
See,
Okay.
I'm really happy and really sad. I'm torn about this. What I'm thinking right now is, I'm really happy that you didn't, for your sake, try to do a baseball gender reveal thing where you have to hit it and eventually inevitably fail at it until it just like it hits the ground and goes poof. And it's like, oh yeah, it's a boy. Ha! Like I'm glad you didn't go onto that trend, but I'm also really sad that you didn't, because I want a video to put on our social media.
Okay, so, and I can get you the other video, but that's not really gonna work. So when we were looking at ideas and stuff, we were on Amazon, and they had baseball ones, and I was like, we should do that one. And Brianna's like, no, because you're terrible at baseball and you're gonna swing and miss.
That is the whole. That is the whole point.
Ground. And I'm like, I will hit it. And we had a 20-minute conversation about this. And finally, she's like, no. And I was like, all right,
See,
whatever.
this is what you forgot to do. You should have said, we'll get a tee.
You could have teed it off. That was a great.
Yeah, and as long as you're not swinging like Giannis, then you'll be fine.
True.
See, this is what I figure. We can do that for the next baby, because
there you
don't
go.
have a gender reveal.
I mean, there's 8 more coming, so.
Yeah, you got to get that. You got to get that roster filled, man.
I mean, she's at least got to let you have a basketball team. Come on. I mean, how else are the Timberwolves supposed to win a finals,
Oh, trust me, my kids aren't going to help the Timberwolves win any championship. I guarantee you that.
No, but at least one of them better kick for the Vikings to get them a Super Bowl. Okay, that's all I'm hoping for. Timberwolves or whatever.
Yeah, if they come to Uncle Jack as far as basketball, all they're gonna learn how to do is flop and complain to the refs. Goddammit. You don't play okay defense.
Hey, they're gonna be very good at getting calls, or at least yelling.
Which is why they won't be taught basketball or any sports by Jack, because I am going to be very much like my mother and tell my kids, if they argue with the coach or the ref or any other teammates of theirs or the other team, I will personally drag them out of the game.
Which is how it should be done.
I'd let it eat. I'd let it eat. I'll let that kid get. I'll let life bring that kid down. He'll have to learn himself. So,
yeah.
And he'd come to me crying, Dad, they pulled me out of the game and made me sad. Like, yeah, what'd you learn, little idiot, huh? What's the problem? Maybe you don't be an asshole, huh? And he's like, oh, that's a good point, Dad. There, parenting. I got it down.
Meanwhile,
sit down and enjoy this natty light.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, I'm behind the bench like, don't listen to him. Just keep bitching. Just keep fucking complaining. Keep fucking saying shit. Go out there, yell at him some more.
See, Jack, this is what we gotta do. We got to, when they're established, I got them in school and whatnot, boom, we become coaches.
Yes.
Ooh.
And then he's fucked.
Yeah. What are you gonna do? Huh? Are your kids not going out for sports then? See ya. Bye.
I will gladly transfer my kids if that's the case. I'm not having Brendan or Jack coach them.
Come on.
Okay, well, I get Jack, but me was a little bit extreme.
That was kind of mean. Brendan was an unnecessary
I mean,
shot.
well, okay, what's
if
Brendan
you
gonna
want him
teach
to
him how
have
to
at
do?
least a good golf stroke,
What's Brendan gonna teach him how to do? Groom a beard and put his hair in a ponytail?
Well, okay.
He's gonna teach him how to get 15% off or more at Geico. That's what he's gonna teach him to do. Okay.
It's true.
All right. I think on that note we should end this one on a high note there. And maybe call this one for the night. Alrighty, everybody. Thank you for watching the Midwest Best podcast. We appreciate you. We hope we see more likes and shares out there. Get some more views. Help us out. We'd really appreciate it. That's all I got. Congratulations to Broderick. Good night, everybody.
Night.
Bye.
Night.